Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a great day. I'm glad that you're here. It's a little snowy and cold in the Northeast, so we have a nice fire today. And today's video is about Penhaligon's The Favorite. I'm going to give you my impressions and a little bit of a review on this fragrance, which is new to my collection. The Favorite was launched in 2020 by Penhaligon. Penhaligon is one of my favorite houses. I just discovered it last year, and two of my favorites are Artemisia and Iris Prima. So I was very excited to get this, The Favorite, recently, and it was a blind buy. It was actually a wish list item that I had on a gift wish list, so it was nicely purchased for me, but more about that later. So first off, let's just look at the bottle. It is absolutely beautiful. This is a 100 ml bottle. It retails for $208, which is actually a little bit more expensive than some of the other similar sized Penhaligon fragrances. So this one is a little more pricey. It also has a very plush, beautiful velvet, pink velvet bow, which is larger than all of the other poor little signature bottles from Penhaligon. They have smaller, not as luxurious bows. This one is a standout, and the label is also very nice. It almost feels a little like linen. So beautiful presentation, and also the box is, you know, like a piece of artwork. It's really pretty. So beautiful presentation. This particular fragrance is cited to be sort of a floral, woody musk for women. It's an EDP concentration, and a little bit about the inspiration for the fragrance, which when I learned about it, I found it very interesting, and it also made this fragrance make sense for me a little bit more. So The Favorite was inspired by Sarah Churchill, the Duchess of Marlborough, and she was recently the subject of the movie The Favorite. Did not know that. I haven't seen the movie. Maybe I'll watch that this weekend. Sarah Churchill was born in 1660. She was an English courtier who rose to be one of the most influential women of her time. She was besties with Anne, Queen of Great Britain, who she was so intertwined with that really she became one of the most, she wielded a lot of power and political intrigue in the English court at her time. She was one of the richest women in Europe when she died in 1744 at the age of 84. So she lived a very long life for back in the day. She also devoted her time to building projects, and it is cited specifically the Blenheim Palace, which makes sense too, because in all of the marketing materials from Penhaligon, they mention the Blenheim Palace, and they actually show this bottle walking through a palace, and actually it might lead to a fire. Perhaps, not quite sure. So it makes a lot of sense in terms of marketing. That's where that all came from. She was a very strong-willed woman, and as I mentioned, you know, was very influential woman of her time. So what are the notes? Before I get to that, let me just cut to the chase. The Favorite is, if the favorite was a person, that it's the type of fragrance that is a little bit all that and knows it. So you know that individual who is either very pretty or very wealthy or just, you know, has it all going on, and they are super great, but the problem is they know it. So, you know, that always takes away a little bit of the greatness when there's that attitude there. And that's really the bottom line for me for The Favorite. The notes. So at the top we have violet, freesia, and mandarin orange. In the middle, mimosa, iris, jasmine sambac, and then at the bottom, musk, sandalwood, and ambroxan. Here's what my impression is. When I first spray this, and let's just try it. Yeah. Let's just show that here because it's a beautiful sprayer. Let's just spray that. I'm spraying my couch over and over again. There we go. So it's a freesia assault for me. The first spray is a freesia assault. And then when I spray this on my skin, it's a freesia. So much freesia. It comes on strong, it's powerful, it's all that, it knows it. And then it's sort of, there's lots of those other notes, but it kind of just goes right to musk and sandalwood and ambroxan for me. And then it stays very weighty and heavy in that dry down with that musk, sandalwood, and ambroxan. For me, it's let's just put it this way. It's not one of my favorites. I was expecting a soft, powdery, very floral, woody musk, but that powdery, sort of in the similar version, like an Artemisia, which is very soft and a light vanilla powdery fragrance, or even Iris Prima, which is a little bit more spicy at the top, but it dries down to a really beautiful powdery scent. And the favorite is powdery, but I think it packs a punch. It's just more impactful than those other fragrances. And to be, I haven't tried all the Penhaligons, so I'm speaking from very limited experience. And of course, everyone's experience is individual. So this is just for me. When I spray it, sometimes the dry down, it almost makes me feel sick, and I have to go wash it off if there's too much of it on me. Here's the difference. If I spray it in front of me like I just did, and it's wafting through the air, it smells really beautiful, and you can smell the mandarin orange. It's almost sparkling, effervescent, you know what I'm trying to say. That sort of bubbles, you can smell it, and it's beautiful. But when it gets onto my skin, it reacts a little bit differently. And I think it could also be the ambroxan at the bottom that always reacts differently. It's a synthetic note for ambergris, and so that can react differently with different people and give you a little different, smell sensations. So here's the bottom line. I don't recommend blind buying this. It is not a soft, powdery, very mellow scent, like a little ballerina wafting through the air, very, very, gently doing Swan Lake or something very sweet. This is the star of the show, who maybe the black swan, who comes out and is just very forceful, pushes her way through, is all that. And so that's what you're going to get. If you like that type of fragrance, this might be really great for you. And note to self, just for my own personal thing, I had asked someone to purchase this for me as a blind buy, and they very nicely did, and it's actually engraved for me. But I don't, it wasn't a win, so I feel badly. Next time, I will never ask someone to buy a fragrance for me that I haven't tried, because it makes me feel bad. I don't mind spending my own money in doing that, but not for someone else. So as I mentioned, this is a little bit more pricey. So it's a little more pricey. It has the beautiful bow that all the other bottles don't get, and it packs a punch. So it's all that, and it knows it. And there it is. Okay, that's the favorite. I think that is all I've got to say about this particular fragrance. I hope it was helpful to you if you are thinking about purchasing it. Also, if you have, and if you have it, I'd be interested in your thoughts and comments below. Please let me know. Or also, if you like Penhaligon, let me know what your quote favorite Penhaligon is, because unfortunately the favorite is not my favorite. So with that, I will wrap up, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.